In this video, I'm going to show you how to track contact form submissions when the contact form displays a success message. This is done using the element visibility trigger within Google Tag Manager. So this is a demo contact form on our testing website, which is a plumbing website. I'm just going to fill out this contact form now and just show you what comes up and click get a quote. Yep. And here we go. Here is our success message. Thank you for contacting us. Now this message here is what we'll be using to fire an event into Google Analytics 4 so we can track how many times the contact form is being submitted per month. Now what I want to do is just right click on this message and click inspect, and now we can see the code in the back end. So here is our success message, and just above that is the class WP Forms confirmation container, and over here is the form ID, and the ID is what we're using today as the conversion event. So I'm going to be taking this and using it for our trigger in Google Tag Manager. So now that we're over in Google Tag Manager, we want to just click on triggers, create a new one, trigger configuration, and we're looking for element visibility. Here, there's two different options, ID and CSS selector. If you remember the code that we're just looking at on the example website, here is the success message and here is the class. So we could use this as the CSS selector, or what we're going to do in this video is use the ID, which is WP Forms Confirmation 10. So we're going to make sure this is on ID. And you're going to write this in, Confirmation 10. We want this to fire once per page, and we want to select this to 1 and observe DOM changes. And we have to just name this trigger. I'm going to call it Visibility Form Success. Click Save. Right, we want to now just preview this trigger that we just created in preview mode. So we'll load up our test page and quickly fill out a test form. Test, get a quote. Here is our success message, and we go back over to Tag Assistant. Over on the left-hand side, it is showing up as element visibility. So this is showing that it is working. The last step is to now push this event into Google Analytics 4 so that we can track all of our conversions. So we want to go back to Google Tag Manager, and now we want to create a tag. Here we have our Google tag. If you haven't already set this up, this is a crucial step in the process. So I'll leave a link above the video right now. And if you haven't done this already, quickly jump onto this video and make sure that you've set up your Google tag first before setting up your conversion tracking. Okay, click on New, Tag Configuration, Google Analytics, and you want the GA4 event. Now we need our measurement ID from Google Analytics. So to find that, you want to just click on the admin icon, data streams, click on your website, and here is the measurement ID. So we want to copy that one, paste that in there. Now for the event name, you can only use lowercase and separate the words with underscores. So we're just going to go form underscore submission. Cool. We want to set up the trigger, which is what we just created before, visibility form success. And that is done. Now we just have to name it. So I'm just going to call this form submission and say, okay, I'm just going to preview this to make sure the event is getting pushed through. Click on preview, load up our page again, fill out another test form, get a quote. Cool, we got the success message. We go back over to Tag Assistant. We can now see that our form submission trigger or event has been fired, and this is essentially working. Now the last thing to do is come over to Google Analytics and make sure that this data is being fed into your account. So click on the admin icon, scroll down to debug view, and if this is working correctly, we should start receiving data in here. And yep, perfect. We have seen our form submission event right here. So this is all set up correctly. Last thing to do is just submit this to save all of our changes, and we'll just call this visibility event and publish. So just like that, we have set up the conversion tracking for our contact form on our website with an element visibility. So now that you can track all of your conversions from a month-to-month basis and have a much better idea of how your campaign is performing. So if you got something out of this video, please give it a like and also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on any other videos just like this. Cheers.